I literally hit the go live button at the very same moment that Game 7 of the NBA Finals has tipped off. I'm sorry for the 5-minute delay. After the podcast, I went to get some food and to my favorite taco place, and they fucked my order up. So I had to run back and get the correct stuff. It set me 5 minutes behind, so I'm sorry for the delay. But we are here now. Thank you again to everyone who was here just a little while ago for the podcast, doing a doubleheader today. That was fun. And we are now going head-to-head with Game 7, Indiana Pacers, at Oklahoma City Thunder, Game 7. So we're going to be eyeballing the score there as we watch King of the Ring 2002. So this will be the final King of the Ring. We've done them all, 93 through 02. And when you look at that pay-per-view poster there, here's incidentally the VHS, which is, by the way, is in pristine condition. This thing is a 10. So this is the VHS copy here. I do think a DVD of this exists, but I don't have it. I only have the VHS. And I'll tell you what, the box art cover hits a lot harder if Undertaker winds up taking a creative role. Look at that picture right there. Some very powerful men under the TKO umbrella right there. So yeah, King of the Ring 02. This one should be fun. Don't remember much about it other than the crazy Hulk Hogan and Kurt Angle match. I know Brock wins the King of the Ring. It's Triple H and Taker in the main event, right? And this is right after... This is right after Austin took his ball and went home. I forgot what the fucking main event is. Is Rock involved in this, or is he just at King of the Ring? But I remember Rock came back early here to be at King of the Ring, right? Because of what happened with Stone Cold. Why do I not remember what the main event is? Is the main event a one-on-one match, or is the main event a three-way? Is the next month the three-way where Rock wins the title? Because Rock wins the title before SummerSlam. I don't think he wins it here tonight, does he? No, he doesn't. Okay. So Rock wins it at the next pay-per-view, and the main event on this show is Triple H versus The Undertaker. So we're going to watch King of the Ring 02. You guys know what to do. Head on over to your Peacock. Pull up King of the Ring. Season 10, Episode 1. The runtime, according to Peacock, is 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 33 seconds. So in just a second, we will all hit play together. That timer right below me will begin to run. Just sync up your Peacock with the timer if you have any interruptions or ads or anything like that. Ads have been killed on this video. At least I think they have. Let me make sure my ads are off. Ads are off. Monetization is off, so you will not be interrupted here. But if you do get some interruptions on Peacock, that's what the timer is for. All right, it is 5-2. Indianapolis leading Oklahoma City right now with 10 minutes to go in the first. And it's time to start King of the Ring 02 for us. I'm going to get my fingers ready here on the buttons. And we'll all hit play together here in just 1 second. Let me just get some hellos out of the way. Melissa, Tatanani, Brandon McNeil, Jay Richter, Ray Fran, George Morris with the token 5. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito and Elizabeth? King of the Ring 02, 3 out of 10. Why has Netflix not put up any old Raws since January, just the same ones? I don't know the answer to that, George Morris. I feel like wrestling streaming is going to be really wonky now since everything is spread out over so many platforms. It's going to be hard to get everything we want, I think, that's for sure. We have Rodrigo. Fox Star Killer is back. We are Pro Wrestling. Triple H's final match in this babyface run. That's right. That's right. Yeah. He... because Taker would be the champ going into this. Triple H just won the title, then dropped it to Hogan. Taker beat Hogan. Now Taker's defending against Triple H, and then Triple H was about to go heel and face Shawn at SummerSlam. That's right. Juliet, good to see you. We also have Daniel Barry Sports. Michael Cuomo is back. So is Daniel Clark. Ben Espinoza. Hellfire Kai. Right on. It's Robert is here. Who else? Tatanani, I think I got you. Think I got you too. Max Pokebra, definitely got you. Edward Underhill, good to see you as well. Anybody else chiming in, saying hello? Colin Wright, Victor Cologne. Nice, right on. All right, guys. Well, let's get into King of the Ring 02. We're probably gonna have a low audience here because Game 7 is kind of a big deal. A lot of eyeballs on Game 7, but this is what we do during football season. A lot of times we're running head-to-head with some big game, so we turn on the game and we kind of eyeball it. So it kind of feels like football season, only it's hot, not cold outside. So right on. We're going to watch the game. We're going to watch King of the Ring 02. Let's rock and roll. All right, get your fingers on the trigger. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, play, as we always do. I just have 2 fingers to work with. You guys probably just have the one, right? All right, here we go. I am queued up and ready to rock if you guys are on King of the Ring 2002 on Peacock. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, we are good. We are good. And this will essentially be the final King of the Ring, you know? I mean, they brought it back a couple times to run it on TV, but that doesn't count. In terms of the pay-per-view King of the Ring, to me, it's only 93 through 2002. Anything they try to do after that, even the Saudi Arabia shit, does not count. This is the King of the Ring. The King of the Ring tournaments they did before 93, you know, like Junkyard Dog won one of those. Hogan might have, I don't remember. But those don't count either. 93 to 02. 10 of them. There was 10 King of the Ring pay-per-views, and that's it. And we've watched them all. Ryan Adams, appreciate the $20. So I just got to call. You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like, Ryan? I don't like liars. And you are a liar. You're a liar, Ryan. He comes in here the other day and be like, bro, I just bought a house, not going to super chat for a while. And then here he is lying to us. Lying right to our faces. Just kidding. Thank you, Ryan. And thanks for the very generous $20 drop. Hope everything going along with the house is still going well. And thank you for being here. Match 3 of 4 of Triple H and Taker one-on-one in early 2002. Match 1 was a no contest. Triple H won match 2 at Insurrection, where the top rope broke during the match. I don't remember that. This is match 3, match 4, night after SummerSlam 02, which Triple H wins. Okay, I don't even remember the night after SummerSlam 02. Isn't the night after SummerSlam 02 when Bischoff gives him the belt? I don't know, my math is kind of wrong on that, but that's interesting stats here on Triple H and Taker in 02. I didn't realize they had that many matches. And, of course, they've wrestled 4 times at WrestleMania. 3 or 4? 3. 3 times at WrestleMania, with Taker winning them all. Triple H does not have a good record against Taker. Zach Powgett, yeah, I attended a lot of shows in 02 and 03. I got to try to think. A lot of Raws. I attended a Raw right before SummerSlam because I remember it was the Raw where Shawn was like wearing a red shirt and he jumped over the top rope and attacked Brock. Something going on there, which might have been right after this. I don't remember. In 03, I was at Judgment Day in 03. I was at a couple of Raws and SmackDowns in 03. But in 2002, I only remember that one show, that one Raw that I was at. I don't think I was at a pay-per-view in 02. All right, where are we again tonight? King of the Ring 02? What city is this? I missed it. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, we did King of the Ring 2001, and they had that big chair. Last week, we had to skip because it was Father's Day, and I had to work. But they've got the big, giant chair back for King of the Ring 02. I like these sets. Let's look up where this show took place at. It was in Nationwide Arena. Where the fuck is that? D.C.? Oh, Ohio. Ohio. Okay. They're in Ohio. At least it's not Richfield, where the Survivor Series was for the first 2 years of its life. Chris Jericho. And there he is. I don't know much about this card. I don't know. I have no idea who Jericho's facing here. This is a King of the Ring tournament match, I think, right? Yeah, this is a tournament match. Adult candy. Oh, I want to kind of pause this. Oh, it's Jericho and RVD and Test and Brock. All right. Valboski. They have him listed as Valboski on there? That's so stupid. So RVD clearly gets by Jericho here because I know it's Brock and Rob in the finals. Jericho and Van Dam, they had a funny relationship. They were kind of like The Rock and Triple H, but a tier below. Both of them really kind of jockeying for the same position, really. I always liked Rob Van Dam as an in-ring performer better than Jericho, but I prefer Jericho on the mic type of thing. Like, together, RVD and Jericho were the perfect wrestler for me. But I thought RVD was more athletic. And I'll tell you what, it's a shoot fight I'd like to see too. Because Jericho is no weakling. He's tough. And so is Rob Van Dam. I think that would be like a good fight. I don't know if Chris is in here. Anybody else with MMA training or knowledge, like if you know anything about RVD and Jericho, who do you think would win that shoot? I don't know. I kind of want to root for RVD. But Jericho's got a strong front face lock game. So if he puts that on RVD, it might be curtains. Curtains. All right, so RVD is the reigning Intercontinental Champion during all this. RVD and Jericho, prime of their careers. I know RVD's told a story about him almost getting in a fight backstage with Jericho. I'm surprised one didn't happen. They had some close calls, the two of them. I think RVD is way cooler, though. I don't think RVD cared much about Jericho. I think Jericho was way more concerned about RVD affecting his spot than RVD was worried about Jericho affecting his. RVD has a different mentality. RVD is more of a like, whatever, bro. Where Jericho, I think, is, you know, a little bit more concerned, protective of, or whatnot, of maybe his spot. Oh, nice. Is this RVD feature, or this gear is featured on an RVD figure? Since RVD is, you know, right here on our TV screens, you might as well look at him twice, you know? Like, why not? Little double RVD for your pleasure. 14-13 Indianapolis. Or Indiana. I keep saying Indianapolis. Indiana. Like, what are these teams fighting for? Which state is more red? Which state has more racists in it? Like, what the fuck? Who's a bald white guy for OKC with the headband on? I don't remember if Jericho and RVD had any IC title matches. I don't think they did. They might have. RVD's about to have a kid at age 55? My friend was like that. I had a friend who, his parents were just really old. I always thought, as a kid, I always thought they were his grandparents, and they weren't. They were. I think his dad had him in like his 50s or something. I think that's cool that men can have babies. I just feel bad for kids that, you know, have to see their parents die when they're 15 or 20 years old, you know. My mom had me at age 25, so she's 25 years older than me. See, some of that stuff from Jericho, Jericho's spinning heels and anything like that, RVD was so much more athletic to me. Like, he had just more spring in his step. I think he was overall stronger, lighter on his feet, way more flexible. You know, Jericho could fly a little, but RVD could fly better. Oof. Somersault planches are nuts. He's having twins? Twin girls? Oh, man. He should name them Bong and Joint. Or name them 4 and 20. These are my daughters, 4 and 20. Ooh, nice kick. Connected. Oh, Jericho. Oh, smart. In wrestling, when you're smart, you have to point to your brain. Very smart. Because brain is where the smartness lives. There's a sign that says Don Imus Ranch is fake. I don't know what that means. So this would have been Don Imus in 02. This would have been before the nappy-headed hose comment that did him in. I only know Don Imus from the Howard Stern movie, Private Parts. I never really listened to Imus. Who's down? Who's down? Is that Haliburton? Haliburton down. And he's mad. What happens here? What happens here? Oh, is that Achilles? Do you see the way he goes? Watch this. He goes, oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Haliburton just tore his Achilles. I don't even have the volume on it. You could see it tear. That is terrible. You could see, like, he went to lunge, and you could see his Achilles just snapped. Oh, my God, that's horrible. Oh, calf injury. Okay, maybe it's calf. Maybe it's calf. Let's hope so. But you could see where his Achilles tendon is. It moved. It moved. Watch that replay if they show it again. Like, you could see the snap. But then again, I don't have the volume on. What are the announcers saying? It looked Achilles to me. Let's hope it's not. Achilles fucking sucks. Hopefully it's just his calf. All right, back to the action. Skull-crushing finale from Jericho. Oh, no, I got you, Fox Star. I see that one up there. I'm going to answer that in 1 second. I got you. Daddy's got you. Okay, I'm really hoping it's just the calf injury because I saw his Achilles move. It literally went. I was right about Liv's injury on Monday, too. You can tell. Like, I really hope that's just calf-related and not. Yeah, that's going to be ball game there if he's out. It kind of sucks for Oklahoma City. If he were to go out like that and be removed from the game and then they win Game 7, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're still going to celebrate and whatnot, but. Nobody home. Yeah, he was playing hurt. Apparently it's a calf injury, but I'm telling you, watch that replay and look at his Achilles when he makes that move, that basketball move. It moves. It does something. That's why I'm worried it's Achilles. Let me hit that super chat from Fox Star earlier. $10 for us. Thanks for that, man. The Raw Vault on Netflix, being the way it is currently, is the main reason I started my new viewing project. I haven't been able to finish my full Raw's viewing project. Yeah, that sucks. I really wish that they could get them in one spot, even if it's on YouTube, anywhere else, It's so sporadic that with all that money they're getting and, and all these media rights deals, everything should be available to us. And it should be somewhat organized. It's in such disarray. Yeah, I want to be wrong about that Achilles. Sure as shit looked like it to me. Look, right here, watch. I mean, he just goes down. What are they saying about it? Right here, watch. Right there. See? You could not have, you had to have seen that. All right, so he's out of the game, I think, but holy shit. Sorry, Jericho and RVD, but seeing somebody get hurt distracted us. That step over heel kick is so sick. Rolling Thunder, or backwards flip Thunder, whatever that's called. I think it's called backwards flip Thunder. Man, imagine if Indiana wins now. Imagine if they still win. They got something to play for now. That pretty good enziguri by Jericho.
disagreed with both of us and kicked out. I'll tell you what, both of these guys are showing how bad they want to win this King of the Ring tonight. Fans here for showing their support of Rob Van Dam with the RVD chant. I hear a little Y2J chant going too, JR. Okay, the King of the Ring started in 1993, but the stakes have never been higher.
Oh, Jericho missed the Bulldog movie he likes. Oh. Yeah, I heard about RVD going to be a RV dad. Rob Van Dad. I met a guy the other night named Ken Van Dam. Thought it was cool. So he spelled his Van Dam with the M-E like Jean-Claude does. So I don't have this game, any sound on the game. If you guys get any word about what they're thinking that injury might be on him, let me know. Ooh. Jericho going for the walls. No. I was like, he doesn't win, but man, that was close enough. Wow, the height. He missed. Lion salt. Kick out by RVD. Does Jericho just lose this clean? How does he lose this? Oof. Yeah, I'm looking at the replays right now on social media. He fucking tore his Achilles. Absolutely. Ugh. Oh, Styles Clash. Nope. Walls. Okay, is RVD going to... He should climb up the ropes. Jericho's jewels. Oh, this frog splash him right here. Nope, he's going to... Oh, maybe he is. Boom! Oh, that was a weird landing. And he won. RVD beats Jericho. I did see Kevin Durant was traded to the Rockets. I kind of forgot he was even with the Suns. I kind of lost track of him after Golden State. I saw the I got mail sign. Okay, good. I'm glad you got mail. Oh, Lawler's going to interview him? Okay. A little post-match interview. Godzilla. Oh, Jericho. Jericho's going to attack him? You piece of shit. That's why Rob Van Dam's cooler than you. I feel like half of the King of the Rings have seen this scenario where somebody gets attacked after they win. Happened in 96 with Jake and maybe Vader or something, right? Happened here. It had to have happened somewhere else, too. And his music gets played. Is that Johnny? Who's that? Is that Laurinaitis? It is. Look at that hair on him. I think that's Laurinaitis. Columbus, Ohio, just Smitty. That's where King of the Ring is. Just a beautiful resort town. I got a vacation coming up, so I definitely need a couple of weeks in Columbus. Paul Heyman, you look looking mighty slim there. Way slimmer than on Friday night.
You're a Japanese movie monster, Bronco. Oh, you're Godzilla, Brock. You're Godzilla. Doesn't get it, does it? They still
2002. I was 2 months, 3 months away from turning 25.
Brock Lesnar, you
And he's got the tube TV sitting there.
real as they come, Brock
Those heavy-ass things. I don't miss those.
are the next
So heavy.
thing. Tonight, Brock, you become the next king of the ring. Now is the time to prove that. Let's go.
Yeah, Brock and Test. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Jarrett attacked Waltman, hit him with the pile driver, right, in 94, so it's been done there. Chris Benoit and Rikishi in 2000. Yeah, it's like every year. Like half the King of the Rings, they've had that happen. So original.
Well, certainly all the insiders say that Test is ready to break through and be the next big major WWE superstar. A prominent member
I mean, Test was only in the company for 3 years, less than 3 years by this point. He came in like, three and a half. Came in late 98, right? He, I think he debuted in like it was like an I Quit match or something with Triple H and Rocky on like a December Raw. Test. Another dead guy.
accompanied by Hogan from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 295 pounds, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Look at Heyman, JR. He doesn't waste any time. Every second, every minute, he's just pumping. He is just pumping Brock Lesnar up, getting to a fever pitch.
Test was huge too. Like Test is a big giant boy. He's bigger than Brock, almost. Taller than him.
Test has got to be 6'6" or 6'7" in that 280-pound range. And certainly a Test not intimidated by the vaunted reputation that Lesnar is building here in the WWE. Oh, an elbow tie-up. And again, the winner of this match will meet RVD later tonight to determine the 2002 King of the Ring.
It's crazy seeing Nick Patrick referee this match. It's funny, I'm now all of a sudden I never gave a shit, but now I'm really rooting for the Pacers. You know, Haliburton going down. Imagine if they were able to win on the road Game 7. Imagine that. Without him. Ross called Heyman a fever blister. Oh my God. If Test was alive, he would be in AEW. Maybe. Who knows what Test would be doing. Oh. Oof. Hmm. You got to remember, Brock's what, 2-3 months in at this point? He debuted right after WrestleMania. All other experience prior to that's OVW. Like, he's so new. Might be a 50% Canadian final. Well, Brock at this point qualifies as a Canadian, I think. Isn't that where he lives? Somewhere in Canada, somewhere.
And he just a backbreaker by Lesnar with ease on a man that's 6'7", 280. And now Lesnar has regained the advantage here in this matchup. And again, hammering down on that mid-back area. Well, Heyman had regained his smile, but it's going away now.
Damn. Yeah, Test has athleticism to him. I always liked Test. For a big guy like that, he can come off the top rope with elbows and stuff. He was like Kevin Nash. He was just a little bit smaller and way more athletic.
Trying to muscle each other with their respective vertical bases. You got too many men with this, or two men with this many muscles. It should boil down to this. Oh, wow. Lesnar with a kick to the heart.
Oh, wow.
Sidewalk slam, right in the air out of Lesnar, who instinctively rose to his gut, off his back. Heyman looks like he's about to blow chunks over there. It's sick.
Blow chunks.
Believe this. I want to see which one of these guys is the most powerful, JR. Lesnar blocks the right hand, comes back with the rights of his own. Lesnar is a highly skilled, highly trained grappler. Not a striker, as they say. But Test, man, Test came with all of it. A strike for you right there. Brock Lesnar right on his next big thing backside. And now Test says, follows it in again with another clothesline. Lesnar trying to shake it off, and just like a big heavyweight fight, he's going to get the right hand in the most.
Oh, is that Test's finisher? I can't remember. I don't know why I thought that full Nelson slam was Test's finisher. 4 days after this show. Thanks for the $5, Ryan. John Cena debuts. I remember watching his debut and wondering who the hell this guy is. Oh, there's the pump handle. This is his finisher, the pump handle deal. Hits it, too. Hits it on Brock. And Brock kicks out, just barely. Oh, Test spins out of the powerbomb. Oh! Oh, that big boot was sick. Brock doesn't know where he knocked them white eyebrows right off his head. Oh, my God. Heyman with the sell. Such a close call there. At least Test is giving him a run for his money. That big boot was one of the best I've ever seen. Oh, look out. Oh my God. The way Test sold that hit from Heyman up F5. Wow, he got him way up there too. Jeez. All right, it's going to be Lesnar and Van Dam in the final. Well, ESPN is telling me that Haliburton went down with a lower right leg injury, so nothing about Achilles, but it looked pretty damn clear to me. If this was WWE, they'd be like, it detached off the bone. They'd be all off the bone. They love saying off the bone.
Thanks, JR. You know, now that RVD and Brock Lesnar, both superstars from Raw, have advanced on to the King of the Ring finals.
Hellfire, King of the Rings are always in June. All of them.
Is going to be crowned King of the Ring.
All 10.
Well, hey, Bubba Ray, quick second if you don't mind.
Oh, God.
RVD and Brock have both advanced on. Who do you think is going to be crowned King of the Ring now?
Coach, first of all, I think it's great that two guys from the Raw brand are in the finals of the King of the Ring.
Oh, yeah, the Raw brand. They had literally just done the brand split, right?
And they're great competitors. I've been in the ring with both of them, especially Brock, in the past 2 months. And it's
Look at, you got Stasiak back there. I think Matt Hardy.
I don't think he's making it past the next big thing tonight. The kid is on a roll and he's too damn tough. I tell you, I wish it was me in the finals of the King of the Ring, going to SummerSlam.
I cannot stand Bubba Dudley.
WWE.
He's so annoying to look at and listen to.
And that's fine. I'm going to bounce back and find another way to make an impact here.
Then I'm going to go have some spaghetti and the meat the balls. Look at this guy's hair. There, Lance Storm and Christian are arguing. Christian in his mesh shirt.
King of the Ring final, which is RVD versus Brock Lesnar, and all Raw final. Yeah, we were just talking about that. If I can be serious for a minute, it's supposed to be Jericho and Test.
Yep, detached off the bone and on the way to a local medical facility.
It's just all American.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, this just proves what you said on SmackDown. This entire company of World Wrestling Entertainment is prejudiced.
World Wrestling Entertainment. Oh, they're prejudiced against Canadians. Must be it.
Themselves is the most prejudiced country in the world. And Lance,
He's true. He's right about that.
what you said last week, the entire world hates this country. The entire world hates America.
Yeah,
America's the most hateful country in this world.
I agree with both of you right now.
It's very important.
We suck.
Sucked into the pro-American, hateful abyss. We need to
Everybody here's racist as all fuck.
as Canadians,
This place is a joke.
flag, civility, tolerance, and peace. You're right, Ed.
Is this the beginning of the Un-Americans? Is this where it all starts? Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. Michael Cole, Itaz. And look at his hair, Michael Cole. Sometimes you just need to be slapped, and it's not that bad, sometimes it does you some good. And I think back in 2002 or 2001 when Michael Cole was rocking that hair, if somebody would have just slapped the ever-loving piss out of his face, he might have been less annoying. But nobody stepped up to the plate to do it. It's disappointing. The Hurricane? Nidia was with the Hurricane? I don't remember that. Jesus, she's a vengeful witch.
Remember, this whole match started with Nydia playing the role as the stalker, and it all started with the letters.
Nobody's been leaving notes for the Hurricane, and these notes are picked up like the pain will begin when you win the title. Who is sending these notes to this guy?
You think I'm a witch? I flew in on my broom. If you're looking to find me, I'm in your locker room.
Nydia. I'd take Nydia out for some grits. Hell yeah. Totally. All the grits she can eat.
It's way over. I'm the Hurricane now.
Listen here, Mr. Superhero. Your days as cruiserweight champion about to end.
My boyfriend. Jamie Noble. Oh, Hurricane got dumped or vice versa. Here comes the story of the Hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. Hurricane, Bob Dylan, anyone? Look at him. I don't even remember this feud. I don't remember Hurricane being with her, and they unmask him and they slap him around. I had no idea. I've forgotten about all this. This would have been, was this a SmackDown angle then, right? Because back in these days also, I didn't have UPN. So I went like a couple of years there that I couldn't ever see SmackDown. So I never knew what the fuck was happening on that show. I had to find the results online. World Wide Web. Oh, panties are off. Oh, no. Oh. I guess that was his mask. She was wearing his mask, his panties. I don't know what's going on. What a chokeslam. The height on that. Now, both of these guys both work as agents in WWE, right? Jamie Noble and Hurricane are still there. And here comes Nidia. My Nidia. Now, Jamie Noble, too, he was a Jung Dragon, right, in WCW? He's got the perfect little, like, white boy trailer park haircut, too, like, from those days. Like, he plays, like, the little hillbilly really well. A lot of them had that hair like that. Yeah, it was later on in 2002, my roommate Ben and I, he was the one that suggested, he goes, let's get satellite. And so we got satellite dish. They came and installed it. And then after that, I was able to get SmackDown. I was able to watch SmackDown. But prior to that, it was never on. My local Fox channel would run it at like 2 in the morning, like replays, somewhere like in the beginning of 2002. So I would see some of them, but it was really hard to watch SmackDown. But I had a busy life back then, so I was fine with it. I wasn't doing a podcast. I was very busy being 25, doing things that 25-year-olds do. So I was okay not seeing SmackDown. I was catching up on it on the internet, and that was the deal for like 2 years at least until I finally was able to see SmackDown so more regularly. Damn, Nidia. I mean, I was definitely aware of her game. I think I just forgot. JR says the same gum she had in her mouth last week. OKC has got a comfortable 3-point lead here.
Putting the undisputed title, the Undertaker and Triple H, a little bit later tonight. Of course, Holly challenging Trish for the women's championship as well. It's against the battle of the fast. Sorry, Holly. But go behind by Hurricane Helms on Jamie Noble. Noble certainly is a
Nice. Yeah, that was a good era of SmackDown, and I missed a good portion. I didn't miss it all. Because by 2003, I was watching it. By the time we had the SmackDown 6 and Ray and Edge and all that, I was watching by that point. But the beginning of first couple of years of SmackDown. I didn't see any SmackDowns in like 2001. Hardly saw any during the Invasion. None of that stuff. I missed all of them. So it wasn't until like probably right around this time or shortly after this that I started seeing SmackDown regularly. But I say the first 2.5 years I missed. Nidia. She's from the backside of the trailer park. I might visit that side. Nidia's over there.
Cruiserweight Championship matchup. And Hurricane looking to load up Jamie Noble, and Noble knows that. It's right now that choke slam predicament. Shot to the face by Hurricane, and Noble able to kick out. Well, Ric Flair says he's got one more run in him, King, and he's going to be coming out next against Eddie Guerrero.
Did these guys have any matches in WCW? I feel like they would have, because we had 3 count, and we had the Young Dragons. And these guys were members of each group. I feel like they had to have crossed paths, right? These 2 guys had to have shared a WCW ring before. I could be wrong, but I feel like they should have. The Hamburglar. He is the Hamburglar. Oh, yeah, I forgot that Stephanie thought she was a babyface in 2002. Forgot. I forgot she thought that. Surprised that woman ever thought she was a babyface. Very, very shiny ringside mats. Looks slippery almost. There you go. We're All Pro Wrestling. They had a ladder match at New Blood Rising with their groups against each other. So that was really at the end of WCW. Yeah, I wasn't watching WCW at the end. I couldn't give a 2 pubic hairs and a KFC napkin what they were doing. I could not have cared less about them that final year of their existence. So I had no clue what was going on with their pay-per-views or anything like that. That was so over WCW. I'm like, they're dead. They're dead in the water. Because back when they were hot, I would watch the Nitro replays. They would play later on at night. And I would always try to keep my eye on them. But, man, by the time 2000, 2001 rolled around, I'm like, no more. Mike Sparks. I forgot about Mike Sparks. Oh, yeah, I'm not, Michael, I always appreciate Stephanie's attire. She is not difficult on the eyes. She never has been. Especially back in those days. Stephanie, I believe, is about a year older than me. Maybe less. All right, Indiana is keeping this close. Ooh, there's a 3-pointer by OKC. So this is a 4-point game, which isn't bad considering the blow that Indianapolis took. Yeah, Rodrigo Ray has either already debuted or he was about to debut. He worked SummerSlam against Angle, so he's there.
Ladies and gentlemen, research done by the King.
Props to Nydia. She's out there selling, giving it her all. All right, timer is still good. We're all good. All right. She's young enough to be your granddaughter. Lawler is over there perving on Nydia. Nydia does have it going on. I'm not going to lie. As the kids would say, she's a smoking hot woman. Actually, I don't even think kids say that, but she is. I love that move, where you tie their arm down and you pull them down. Does that have a name? Is it the arm puller downer? That might be it. Not sure if that was one of Jericho's 2004 or not. Here's one thing I don't understand. I've been watching wrestling for over 40 years. I don't understand how you sell the jawbreaker. I don't understand how you execute it. Like, it's not like a punch where you can kind of put your hand in front and catch the punch. Like, you're literally putting your chin on top of their head, even on a mat. Like, even if you do that on a bed, if I were to come down with my chin resting on somebody's head and they were to drop down, even on a mattress, I feel like that would jack my jaw or just jam my teeth up or do something. I don't know how you do the jawbreaker without it legitimately hurting you. Unless it's more of your neck that's kind of buried in and you just kind of absorb the blow. I don't know. Even if you land on a soft surface, it feels like that would hurt like shit. So I don't know how to do a jawbreaker. I wouldn't know how to execute it on someone, and I wouldn't know how to take it without hurting myself. But they do it all the time. It's a wrestling secret. I don't understand. I don't know how the jawbreakers don't legitimately break your jaw.
Downstairs goes Noble.
Maybe it's magic. Could be magic.
Noble coming off the ropes, and now the Cruiserweight champion sees
It could be mystical, magical.
the seat, if you will. They do it. Should be all here, and almost not, though. Hurricane signaling that the end is near.
Lydia, he signaled the end is near. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe Noble may have something else to say.
Yeah, Vontae, the stunner is kind of like that, but at least with the stunner, you're coming in here. Like your chin is tucked in here. I feel safer with the stunner. Like, it still looks like it would be a tough move to take, but the jawbreaker looks worse because your chin is right on top of their head, going into their skull. And I'm like, how do you not make that hurt like shit? Where the stunner, I feel like, is a little easier. You can kind of protect yourself a little better. Jawbreaker's way worse. But I've watched a million of them, and every time the wrestler's chin stays firmly on the head and they drop right to the ground and they bump, and I'm like, how does that not hurt? It might be because I didn't go to wrestling school. That could have something to do with it, why I don't understand it. It's very possible. Because I'm not trained. I might be onto something here. Nice top rope dive by Gregory. Or Shane. He was Shane in WCW, Gregory in WWE, right? Look at that. Wow, what height. Nydia, JR, stop calling Nydia trashy. I would take Nydia out for some natural light, 6-pack of natural light and some grits. Maybe a pack of Winstons. Cruise around town in our Camaro, you know, looking for fun. Cows to tip, things like that. I love how Jamie Noble's pocket is always ripped on those jorts. Oh, no. What the fuck is this? Basically a swinging neck breaker from the top rope. It's a rough bump, man. Your wrestlers have a bump card. That's 4 bumps. That eats up 4 bumps right there. I always cringe when Kevin Owens does the twisting fisherman thing from the top. The disgusting looking superplex. Oh no. Oh, Nydia took a bump. Big choke slam. Boom. Oh, how did the choke slam not do it? How did the choke slam not get it done? Oh, big power slam. We're going to get somebody foot on the ropes here. And Nydia shoves the boot off. Pacers are up by 3. Pack of Winstons. Hell yeah. Maybe she would prefer Marlboros. I was buying Winstons when I was like 7 years old. My dad, who smoked, used to drive me around. He'd pull up to the convenience store. He would give me money as a 7-year-old and say, go in and give it to the man at the counter and ask for a pack of Winstons. And they would sell it to me. I'll always forget buying Winstons when I'm 7. They just didn't. They knew it was for the dad. They knew I wasn't smoking them, so they sold them to me. But he would do that often. I'd have to go in and buy his cigarettes. I'm like 7 years old, 6 years old. Crazy. Oh man. Oh, there's tongue involved too? Yeah, I forgot that Nydia sexually assaulted Hurricane. Just Smitty, which game was better? Shut your mouth or Here Comes the Pain. I played neither.
The great one, the people's champion, The Rock, arrived here in Columbus to a tremendous ovation.
And there's The Rock.
I cannot tell you, by the looks of the
I used to, and maybe still do, have that shirt. I had the We Bring the Whoopin'.
mind here tonight, The Rock is here in this arena, but we still don't know what
I should dig out my old shirts. I think I've posted pictures of them before, like years and years and years ago.
King of the Ring. I'm just waiting. He's got to come out here. He'll eventually tell us what he's going to do.
Look at this girl, like, listening.
He's business, and so does Terry, who's standing by.
Look at her. She looks stoned as shit. Eddie!
You certainly seem confident heading into your match with Ric Flair.
Yeah, remember last week?
Especially after what you did to him last week.
Or last watch along we did, I asked, I think in the King of the Ring 01 watch along, I asked you guys, I'm like, has Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero ever had any matches? And the very next one we're watching has the Ric Flair versus Eddie Guerrero match.
For ruining my life. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I am saying?
Flair getting blamed for Stone Cold Steve Austin leaving the WWE by Guerrero and Benoit, and then Guerrero and Benoit.
Yeah, because Guerrero was about to start the feud with Austin, right? When Austin left. It's cool to see Eddie and Benoit beating up Ric Flair together. That's heartwarming. Kind of makes you feel good inside. Grab another cold one, be right back.
So it's obvious after what you did to Ric Flair, he's going to be pretty fired up. My question to you is, are you at all worried that you might have unleashed the dirtiest player in the game?
I mean, come on, boss. First of all,
Come on, Mamacita.
let's think. Wait. I'd like to take this opportunity to say hello to my brothers. Órale, Chavo, Mango.
Chavo, Mongo, Hector.
Pasó, carnales, man. What's up, man? It's me. That's right. Oh, man, I can't forget, man. My abuelita, you know? Hey, ¿qué pasó, abuelita? Oh, wait. My cousins, that's right.
Chewy.
Beto, Tavo, Juanito.
He's got his cousin Chewy. He also has a cousin Crunchy.
But I can't get through 'em, you know? It's all right. Hola, ¿qué pasó? Hey, you know what? I almost forgot. Little Timmy. Yeah, man. He's
Little Timmy.
picked up over the weekend. Órale.
Maybe little Jimmy's with him.
¿Sabes qué? You know, they're at the Canton right now, man. Yeah, they're all checking me out, man. They're checking me out, man, because I'm going to take on, you know, woo! The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, órale, the legend, la leyenda. And you're asking me, mommy, if I'm worried?
You better not be.
¿Estás loca? Crazy? Ha, estoy en la mejor condición de mi vida. I'm in the best shape of my life.
He's in great shape. You should not be losing to Ric Flair, but I think that's what's going to happen.
He can't do.
Okay, yep. Andy, thank you. They just confirmed Haliburton has an Achilles injury. You could see it. You know, I didn't even have the sound on, but you could see that tendon just... You knew.
One
Sucks, man.
great run there.
I'm sure WWE will offer him all their condolences tomorrow night on Raw. They very much love him.
I'm at home, baby, and the only memory he's gonna have left when it's all over is the one of the Vato, the man who put him there.
What's up, Tito?
Latino.
What a long promo by Eddie Guerrero. That was crazy long. Hey. This is his early WWF theme. Dun dun. Did he really come out for this? He's used this like 2 or 3 times. And I forgot what other show he came out. I think we've watched it. I like this theme better than Spaceman or whatever the fuck. Or Space Odyssey or whatever it is. I like this version. Is this a network edit? I don't think it is. I think they're playing this in the arena. I don't feel like it's dubbed. Guys. Usually there's a drastic difference in the volume level audio of the commentary team when they dub music. This sounds fine. I think this is what they're playing in the arena. Now, I got the tape. We can pop the tape in and find out. Latino. This is a DVD edit? All right. I don't know if it is because the reason I don't think it might, I think it might not be is because they did this before for Ric Flair. There's another show. I want to say it was like in 2005 or something. I think it was in Canada. What am I thinking of there? But Ric Flair came out to that theme more than once in WWE. So they've used it before. It's not like a fluke thing. I don't know why they used it occasionally, but they did. So I feel like that's real. I don't feel like that's dubbed. Because why would they? Well, we're trying to make sense out of WWE network edits. That's a losing proposition there, but still, I feel like that would be weird to dub it there and not the other 25,000 matches that Ric Flair has on this network with his original theme. You have the DVD. It's definitely a DVD edit. Well, pop it in and make sure. But you can tell by the level of audio on the commentary. One thing that's very easy to notice usually with DVD edits is you can tell that something's edited because the audio is just off. Can't hear the commentary team for shit. Crowd noise seems different or off. This all seems seamless. So if it is a network edit, it's one of the best music edits they've ever done in terms of not making it obvious. Look how tanned Ric Flair is. So I'm going to use my trained ear to say that it's not a network edit. That in the arena that night, that's the actual song that they used. That's my belief. I believe that. I believe in it. God, Ric Flair, what do you do? Just spend like a month in the tanning bed and don't get out? Like, how do you get that leathery looking? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Flair has always had a good tan. He's just extra mocha for this one. Flair's never been pale. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, Eddie and Flair had some that rode wild. 97 or 96, one of those. Yeah, they had some run-ins in WCW. I was kind of thinking out loud on that like a couple weeks ago. I was like, how many times have they crossed paths? And I don't even remember why I brought that up. I don't know what we were watching in 2001 there, because Flair wasn't even in yet. So whatever we were talking about 2 weeks ago when I brought it up, I don't know what made me think of it, but I kind of laughed when I picked this show for this week. I'm like, oh, there you go. Ric Flair versus Eddie Guerrero. Lie, cheat, and steal against the dirtiest player in the game. This feels like this could be an excellent pro wrestling program that could span beyond one pay-per-view match. New one. Yeah, I was watching a lot of that Fanatics Fest and SummerSlam kickoff. It looked fun. Looks like there was all sorts of shit to do there. They had Eli and Tom Brady messing around and doing WWE entrances. That was kind of funny. I love that they have a good relationship, considering Eli owned his ass twice. The fact that they're homies is kind of funny to me. It's adorable. Like Roy Kent and Jamie Tart or something. Yeah. I like it. Poopy. It's just poopy. God, Eddie eating those chops. So glad that Eddie made it back in after his firing the previous year. And he started that feud with Austin. They did the spot on Raw at the bar where like Eddie hit him over the head with a beer bottle or whatever. And they were about to go into this thing, and Austin bounced with his ball. He had a ball. He took it with him so nobody else could play with it.
First score of those right hands. And again, Guerrero going to get punished. They're hammering those rights and lefts. What has been a very physical night thus far here at the King of the Ring. Guerrero's chest.
Look at Guerrero's chest. Oh, I think I missed that. Kevin Hart pinned Cody Rhodes for the world title. Okay, so Kevin Hart is the new champion. Can we please put Kevin Hart in the ring with Gunther at the soonest possible date? That would be splendid. And Cena just being a goof. I did see some of Cena's stuff. He did look like he was having fun. Becky was, I loved her outfit today. She's so fucking hot. And Seth, too. He's also very dreamy.
You'd also be able to say that he stopped Flair's last big run. And that's like stopping that big hitting streak that Castillo's on or something like that. You know, that's his claim to fame. Well,
Guerrero still got that confidence of somewhat of a flamboyant entrance. Re-entering the ring there for Guerrero. Front face lock on Nature Boy Ric Flair. Guerrero using his leverage now. Guerrero's got to quicken the pace here as best he can. That to me would be his best path of offense.
Oh, my.
Showing his strength. Oh, look at this. Ooh, Flair with a standing vertical suplex. And Guerrero and Flair both down, but Guerrero clutching his lower back. Woo! Flair missing that chop. And Guerrero going right
Oh, nice. Flair with the cell. Ah!
stomping away at the thigh muscle in the knee of Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Did they ever take Chad Patton to Wrestler's Court for his hair here? Because he should have been.
This is certainly some
Like, they needed to throw the book on him for that. That's absolutely absurd. Even for 2002. Nobody should be doing that with their hair.
this match goes, Ford favors Eddie Guerrero. That's one of the things that well, it's just no denying that it's a factor of youth and stamina there.
Haliburton's father confirms to Lisa Salters. She's still going, huh? Good for her. That it is Achilles injury. That sucks, man.
precursor to the figure 4.
The new one. You're going to SummerSlam. Nice. And I'm bringing a sign. I just don't know what it's going to say yet. May I suggest it burns when I pee? Something like that. Britney Spears Goldberg. I don't know. So-and-so eats corn the long way. There's enough of them out there.
Flair do this on so many occasions throughout his illustrious career. Focus on those legs. Boy, now Eddie Guerrero's in Flair know exactly how that feels. Flair has won hundreds and hundreds of matches with his figure 4 leg lock. Eddie Guerrero taking a page right out of that playbook and now has Flair's knee going over the top rope and shot right to the sternum.
I think Eddie Guerrero may have as part of his plan or his strategy to stop Flair's big run. Using Flair's own figure 4. That'd be ironic.
Well, we saw Guerrero use the figure 4 on Flair Monday night on Raw.
He bragged about that all week long, too.
He did.
He bragged about it all week long.
I don't even know why Flair bothers with knee pads because they're always around his feet. Like, I understand that your knee pads sometimes go south on you in a match, but like his just instantly go, like, he needs tighter ones or something. And Eddie with the figure 4 on Rick. Is Flair busted open on his forehead? Did he blade for no reason? Who does Eddie wrestle at SummerSlam? I forgot. In 02. It's a good match. Is it him and RVD? Is that what it is? Whatever it is, it's a good match, right? I think it's Eddie and RVD. No, maybe not Eddie and RVD. They worked that Raw ladder match. I know that. Oh, Edge. Okay, that's not who I thought it was. Eddie versus Edge. Okay. Giving Tito some pets. He's under here. Nice neck breaker. Old people are so flabby. I'm not flabby yet, but I will be. It's coming. It's right around the corner. Oh, it was RVD and Benoit. That's right. That's right. I knew there was one, like, uber sexy match. There was a bunch on that show. I mean, Angle and Ray and RVD and Benoit. Yeah, that's some fine wrestling right there. That guy Shawn Michaels wasn't half bad either. He wrestled on that show. Oh. I always wondered, you know, Flair, there's a couple things about Flair. Flair in his back, he's got like a knot in his back. You know how Dusty had the blotch on his belly? Flair's got the knot in the back. And also, he lands funny when he takes bumps. And I'm wondering if all of that is from the plane crash. Like if the reason Flair lands on his side and he's got that knot on his back is from whatever happened to him in that plane crash in the town I used to live in Wilmington. Trying to think of people who bump funny. Flair, Bulldog, Nikolai Volkov. They all bump funny. Yeah, Benoit's out here now. Oh man, what is the date on this show? What is the date on King of the Ring 2002? Holy shit. I'm pretty sure this is the anniversary. More or less. This show happens exactly 5 years before Benoit does the deal. And Eddie, of course, would be dead in 3.5. Or 2.5, excuse me. And 5 years later, literally to the day. Oof. Yeah, this show is June 23rd, and I think the deaths or the murders took place 21st, 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Ugh. In 2 years, we'll do a big 20th anniversary video. We'll unpack it again. We've talked about it in depth at least twice over the years. I know I got 2 big videos up on it. I think one of the 10-year anniversary, and we did a big Dark Side of the Ring review on his situation. So we've talked a lot about it, but in 2 years, we'll talk about it again. It's cool to see Benoit and Eddie both back, because Benoit was injured and Eddie was fired. So now they're like both all of a sudden back. It was kind of cool to see. When exactly did Eddie return from his firing? Did Eddie work WrestleMania 18? Was he back yet? Did Eddie work 18? Funny thing is, I don't remember. I remember when Eddie was let go, but I don't remember when he was brought back. Like when exactly he was brought back. Yeah, we are pro wrestling. Well, we got 2 years to prepare for it. We got to release our videos. I'll plug yours, you plug mine. April 1st. Okay, thanks. Is that before or after WrestleMania? Chad Patton, you can't tell anybody what to do with that hair, man. That's what you don't understand. He doesn't get it. You can't be an authority figure and like have a haircut like that. Like, what the fuck? This is Chris Benoit you're talking to. Literally murders people. Oh, who's coming out? Somebody's here. Who is here? Oh, it's Bubba. Why is Bubba here? Bubba bomb to Eddie. Benoit. Oh, yeah, because that's when they separated the Dudleys, right? So Bubba's kind of on his own now. So he gets involved in this one. After WrestleMania, okay. That's it, and Flair wins. Well, at least it wasn't clean. I didn't want to see that. Doesn't sound like a network edit. I'm telling you, this music sounds legit. These are all good matches. Benoit Penta, Benoit Nakamura. Make all this shit in... You can create Benoit? Can you create Benoit in those WWE games? Probably not officially. But... Oh, wow. OKC going on a run here. I really want Indiana to win now. Oh my God, the WWFs. I loved that logo. Get the F out. Yeah, it's actually kind of a clever marketing campaign. They just made it so cheesy. I can't believe they lost out on that. I still cannot believe it. It's been 23 years. My life has been more WWE than it was WWF, which is just wild to me. But I cannot believe that they lost. Look at this. What are they drinking? It's King of the Ring. It's very busy. She's very New York. Yeah, they're laughing at her. Oh, she's putting her... Oh, I love that. She just stirs up his pasta with her finger. What is that? Like Alfredo or something? You guys should not be eating Alfredo. Molly Holly. Molly's thong. Okay. Miss Mona. Good to see you as always. Ample size caboose. Molly, ample size caboose. Her caboose isn't even that ample. She's a regular sized fucking woman. What the hell? It's like that Piggy James shit. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Piggy James is hot as hell. What's this piggy crap? What the fuck are you talking about? No wonder fucking women have fucking appearance issues and shit and stress. It's because stuff like that. Molly's beautiful. Leave her alone. Here comes Trish. Jesus. She's mad, too. Oh, she is wants summer Molly Holly. Virgin-like wholesome ways. I mean, Molly was kind of running sort of like a right-to-censor gimmick, I suppose, right? Like, she refused to be sexualized and things like that, which I like. You know, we never saw Molly. It's cool about Molly. I don't really have a memory of her, like, in a bikini contest and stuff. She wasn't about that. Ivory was kind of like a reluctant participant in that, too. She did it a couple times, but she definitely remember her not loving it. Look at the size of that Molly's thong sign. I guess that's the joke. Just a giant thong. Remember in Road Trip? Did you kill a cheetah? Oh, Trish is beautiful now, but she was also beautiful then. Lawler's asking Ross what color his thong is. I think we all know that. It's red. I mean, mine's red. What color's y'all's? Ben, you're a pink guy. Just Smitty, I'm going to go like kind of Carolina blue for you. Juliet, you're purple. Ray, you know, I'm going to go leopard print for you, Ray. I'm going on the leopard. Yeah, you feel like a leopard. Vontae, you're tiger print for sure. I'm just plain red. Little bit of lace, but mostly red. Little roll up. That's how Austin got them stitches at King of the Ring with that move. Yeah, Boomer Sooner Red, of course. Red River panties. That's what JR's rocking, man. Are thongs and G-strings the same thing? Kind of. Oh, the Divas Undressed. Barry made me do a review of that once. So if any of you guys ever want my thoughts and opinions on Divas Undressed from 2002, a video exists on my channel of it. I don't remember how many years I did that. But it's up there right now. We reviewed the whole thing. I forgot about Divas Undressed. Ray, yours is red, black, and green. What do you mean? Like the red, black, and green is incorporated into the leopard print? Is that what you're saying? So it's leopard, but with red, black, and green? Okay. Good luck blending into the jungle with that. Look at this. This is a large building in Columbus. What did they use this for? This isn't like the Gund Arena. This isn't where the Cavs played. So what goes on in Columbus that they need this for? Is it for the hockey team? Did they exist by that point, by 2002? It might be Columbus. Might be the hockey team. Probably is. Oh.
This is WWE Women's title on the line here. Looks great in her purple ring attire.
Trish kick.
Another shot there by Trish. Taking Molly down. But the purple buckles are Trish. Trish was looking for the
I do like the purple on Trish. That rocks. Ooh. Crowd is dead silent for this, but this is not a bad match whatsoever. Trish was seasoned by this point. I felt like she had improved so much in that 2.5 years she was there. And Molly always knew what she was doing. Fans just want one of these two girls to get naked. That's all they want. Which is sad that that's the way it was back then. Oh, she missed. The ample posterior found no water in the pool. Roll up. No. And she's got the tights. Come on. Wow. New champion. I can't complain about that. Trish is my favorite wrestler of all time, my favorite women's wrestler of all time. But watching Molly beat her is like not in the least bit upsetting. Yeah, Suri, I saw that. Winning the women's title. I didn't mention that in the podcast today, I don't believe.
I can't believe this.
Okay, so the Blue Jackets started in 2000. So yeah, they're pretty new arena then. Are they still in existence? Or did they move again? Because I guess otherwise, Ohio. That's weird that Ohio doesn't have an NHL team, do they? And they don't put one in Cincinnati or Cleveland. They put one in Columbus. That's weird. Never thought about that before. Ohio, you're weird. Look at Angle. Look at that lush head of hair on him. So thick, you know, and full.
Hold on a second. What'd you just say? Battle of the Real American Heroes.
Okay, so they still exist. Battle of the Real America. Oh, yeah.
What the heck did Hulk Hogan ever do to become a real American hero?
Kurt Angle has a point.
I'm the one that won Olympic gold medal.
Yeah.
I'm the one that trained and sacrificed for years to represent this country.
That's right, he did.
Hulk Hogan became a real American
A
hero.
real American hero.
Vince McMahon told him he was going to be a real American
Tell me when he's telling lies, because he isn't.
If Vince wanted Hogan to become a zookeeper, he would have become a zookeeper.
Zookeeper Hogan,
And yet, people cheer him,
for some reason.
and they tell me I suck.
You don't suck, Kurt. You're the greatest.
I don't get it.
Go out there and kick some red and yellow ass. Make him tap like a bitch.
I'm going to do something about it. You see, 2 years ago at King of the Ring, I won the damn thing.
Yeah, he did. He won.
And last year, I wrestled in 3 matches. And I took Shane McMahon out in a street fight.
Yeah. And now,
Tonight,
it's Hogan's turn.
I'm going to make Hulk Hogan tap faster than Mr. Bojangles on speed.
Oh, Mr. Bojangles on speed.
Because I can. Because I'm legit. Because I'm the real deal. And I don't need to place my hand to my ear like an idiot to know that I'm this company's only real American hero. Oh, it's true.
It's true.
It's red, white, and blue true.
It's red, white, and blue true. damn right.
Michael Cole and Dan in the skybox high above the Nationwide Arena. Some interesting remarks from Kurt Angle. I agree with everything Kurt Angle just said.
Yeah, I do too. Kurt Angle was 100% right in everything he said. There was not one single solitary lie told in that promo. He's a bona fide American hero. Hulk Hogan is a manufactured American hero who's a racist, steroid shooting fucking asshole. So I'm Team Kurt Angle in this one. It's nice to watch a Hogan match knowing he's going to lose. It's like, oh man, it's so nice. It's so rare. I mean, Hogan was on a losing streak. He only beat Triple H. You know, he came back in, first match at WrestleMania, lost. Then he beat Triple H and wins the title, but then Undertaker lost. Angle lost. It wasn't until he came back in 05 that all the politicking was back.
I am going to retire, but not now. Just as much as winning the WWE Undisputed Championship meant to me. There's one other thing that means just as much.
It's crazy how this wasn't even 20 years after he won the title yet. It was only 18 years after Hulkamania was born. And Hogan's talking about retirement here. You're like, man, I felt like he was so washed up by that point, but we're talking less than 20 years after his title win. By today's standards, that's not that bad. Why does Hogan think that that's a wig on Angle? All right, OKC, man, they got a solid lead. I mean, it's 7, but I feel like they've had a comfortable lead for a while. The Pacers are still fighting, man. 5-point game. I saw Harlem Hulk Hogan, former leader of the New York Order. That was a misprint or something like that. New York Order. I'll be right back. All right. All I missed was Hogan's entrance. Now, this is definitely a dub. Yeah, this is definitely a dub. This is some knockoff Hendrix. All right, only a 4-point game in the finals here. All right, here comes Angle. The real American. That beautiful head of hair on him. Oh, 3-pointer, 7-point lead now for OKC. Third quarter, 3 minutes left. All right, Angle and Hulk Hogan. I only think I've seen this match once. And I don't remember for sure, but I might have missed this pay-per-view. I might have not ordered this one because I don't think I have a copy in my archives from pay-per-view, which I have for every other show. And I might have like legitimately missed this one. I saw it later because I have the tape and whatnot, but I don't think I saw this one live. Kurt Angle and Hulk Hogan. Such a wild match that I can't believe got done, you know? I can't believe we had a Kurt Angle and Hulk Hogan match. Hogan would lose to Brock right after this, right? So he was just losing like a motherfucker in 2002.
Hogan, like Flair earlier, knows every trick in the book, and certainly Angle is a very emotional competitor. Angle has won every title that there is to win in the WWE. And a gold medal. That goes without saying. First gold medalist in the history of this company. Oh, and Hogan. Still all right. Undermarking us. Those elbows. Hogan's got to keep this game plan straight ahead, deliberate. I want to welcome all the fans around the world. We're live in the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Bermuda, the Bahamas, Virgin Islands.
Damn, Angle's getting the best of this. Go, Angle.
Brunei. Of course, the Sultan of Brunei, big Jerry the King Lawler fan. Oh, yeah, of course. Live in Africa and South Africa.
Live in Egypt. Cool.
You know there are Hulkamaniacs in every single one of those countries you just mentioned? No doubt about it.
Egyptian Hulkamaniacs. I'd love to see that.
So we think about we want to say hello to everybody in Tanzania. Where your fan clubs are. Tanzania? I got a huge fan club over there. Oh, yeah. Still powering in. Overhand wrist lock.
Jesus. How old was Hogan here? Maybe like 49? Born in 1953. This is 2002. Okay, so he's 49. He was about to turn 50. He would turn 50 on August 11th of the following year, I guess. Oh, yeah, so he's about to turn 49. I'm sorry. So he's 48 here. That's crazy. He's my age. What the fuck? Hogan's a year older than me here. Man, I don't like that. 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 Oh, my God. Headgear is still on. It's just for protection, that's all. Angle wants to protect his ears so they don't cauliflower. It's a shame that he has to wear that, too, because he's covering up that beautiful head of hair that he totally has that's real. No, it does not work for me, brother. It does not work for me, Doug. I don't like that. I don't like the thought of it. I don't like to think about it. Back in these days, I'm calling Hogan a dinosaur, an old fart, an old fuck, crusty bag of shit. I got all these choice phrases for this man that's almost the same age as I am now. Yeah, that's the thing about getting old. AJ Styles, I believe, is older than Hogan is, or the same age. No, AJ Styles is my age. So there's a few people in WWE that are Hogan's age or older. AJ, Cena, R-Truth. Randy Orton might be like 47 or something. Damn, Rick Carlisle is mad about something. His team is down 11. Thanks. Don't worry, Greg. You didn't take hella steroids and you're not racist, so do you good. Yeah, I didn't take, hella steroids. I mean, obviously I took a little because you have to take some to look as good as I do, but I didn't take hella steroids, just, a little bit. It's a little bit of my breakfast every morning, before school. It's your eggs, your toast, your steroids, just typical kid shit, Oh, Randy's only 45. All right, I got a couple of years on Randy then. Hey, there you go. We Are Pro Wrestling. I like that idea. Great American Bash event. Takeover idea is possible. We could do a takeover one day. But it is summertime. We need to be doing some bashes at the beaches, some Great American Bashes. We did a Great American Bash a couple weeks ago, right? Didn't we? We'll look at the ones we've done, ones we haven't done, and we'll pick out a good one. If anybody has suggestions, throw them in the chat. He's out. Hogan is classic, spasm cells. Never get old. Not yet. Wow. Angle got Hogan up on that suplex rather easily. Yeah, some vengeances, yeah. Great American Bash 2000. We haven't done the one yet, have we? No, that's Bash at the Beach. We haven't done the Hogan laying down match. We haven't done that one yet. I don't want to fucking watch anything from WCW in 2000. That's going to suck. There's nothing on there that's going to interest me. Maybe it's a good show. I don't know. Doesn't sound like it is. Because the year 2000 is next to it. Angle slam. Wow. Hit him with a good one, too. Didn't even take it easy on him. Hogan kicks out. So Vengeance 02, if we did that, that would be the pay-per-view right after this, right? So we'd be essentially keeping the story going. We could do Bash at the Beach 2000. I'll look at some of those other Vengeances too. Maybe 05 or 03. Because those were primarily July pay-per-views, so we got plenty of time to hit some of those. We need to do some SummerSlams, though, too. Oh, no. It was tough getting used to bald Angle, but it ended up fitting him really well. I love that they shaved Kurt Angle's head because he was starting to lose his hair, so they're like, we should shave it, but not Hogan. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look much better, Hogan. Hogan was losing his hair. Like, no, keep growing it. Look like a fucking sociopath. Oh, pff. Oh my God. Oh, Angle missed the leg drop. There we go. Into the ankle lock. Angle's pissed now. Has he ever tapped? Nope. Why didn't Andre just put an ankle lock on Hogan at WrestleMania 3? He would have won. Oh, nope. Hogan gets out of it. No. Angle holds on. Hangs on again. Pugnacious. Oh, you got to pull him off. Look at there. Right back on. Tapping out. Hogan tapped. That was... Damn, JR. That was nice just to see Hogan tap. As a heel in the NWO, he didn't submit. Yes, he did. He submitted the torture rack. He didn't tap, but he submitted to the torture rack. I think Piper put him to sleep with a sleeper also. So I think those are the three kind of submissions that I can think of involving Hogan as the Hogan that we know. Yeah, Rodrigo, the torture rack on Nitro, that was a submission. Yeah, OKC's up 13. This game is probably over. And they just drained a 3. All right, there's your NBA champion, Oklahoma City Thunder. They're not going to blow a lead this big at home in Game 7 with Indiana's one of their top players out. They're swarming defense right now. There's Booker. Oh, my God. It's rock dust. Oh, yeah, Hogan passes out to the bear hug by Brock. That's right. I should have been at that show, and I didn't go. It was in Richmond. And I've been to a lot of shows in that building, and for whatever reason, I didn't go to that one. And I regret it to this day. Look at The Rock. And The Rock faced off against Goldust in his debut in Madison Square Garden. I'm pretty sure they were on opposite sides of that Survivor Series team. which was only 5 years prior to that.
The Rock has come back to Columbus.
And Rock and Booker back together after last year.
Trying to talk like The Rock, walk like The Rock, sound like The Rock. Well, make no mistake about it. There ain't no way. No way you could ever be the jabroni beaten.
Wow.
Trailblazing, eyebrow-raising, all-around, smack-it-down, people's champ, The Rock.
Now, Goldust has not been electrocuted yet. That comes sometime later, after Evolution is formed.
What you need to concern yourself with is jumping into the
Why is Goldust rubbing himself? Well, why wouldn't he? What are you doing right now?
Evolution.
Probably rubbing yourself.
Slam it, jam it, 5-time WCW champion.
We all do it. You dig?
What about me? The gold wearing. Sometimes oh so daring.
Ooh, the gold wearing, oh so daring. He's not good at, oh, that's sad.
We ain't never,
I was like up there with Canaanites. Canaanites.
probably never will. But last week on Raw, man, you got down for your crown, dog. I'm down with that.
I'm down with that. Why do you have a WWE crew on? You breaking down the ring, Booker?
Because I meant it. Anybody who don't
You plugging in the speakers?
Oh, you too. So down with it. What's wrong with you?
Shh.
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Take my shirt off. Leave it on. You pay for that? Good.
You pay for that? Yeah.
Look,
Good.
you ain't never seen eye
Did you pay for that? Yeah, of course.
We ain't never gonna see eye to eye. But the fact of the matter is this: Rock is here for one reason, and that's to watch the WWE Undisputed Championship match. That's it. Undisputed Championship match. A championship that is much bigger than the People's Elbow. A championship that is much bigger than the Spinaroonie. Much bigger than the Spinaroonie.
Much bigger than a Spinaroonie. Are you sure?
Bigger than
Yeah, then the gold. Yeah, what do you do, Goldust?
what? What do? You got a finishing move?
Shatter dreams. Strudel.
What's the matter with you? Stop that. Stop rubbing yourself, man.
Yeah, keep your strudel over there.
Stop that. Nobody wants to hear about your cannon, ammunition, and nobody's cannon, especially yours. Freak!
He was just trying to talk about his ammunition and his cannon. I don't know what the big deal is, Rock.
Even though we don't see eye to eye, we see eye to eye in something.
Puff is just the name of the boy's magical dragon. I don't know what the fuck we're worried about here.
On the NWO's candy punk asses. If you smell. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it, Goldust.
Stop trying to talk like The Rock, walk like The Rock. Stop wearing the Rock t-shirt, put a little eyebrow on. Hey,
Putting a little eyebrow on.
stop all that. Stop it. This is the way it goes. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
I'm not sure if that segment had a point. Helicopter going overhead. Probably looking for me. All right, here comes Brock. It's King of the Ring final time. Brock Lesnar and Rob Van Dam. As Oklahoma City is extended to a 16-point lead. It's not looking good for Indiana. It's going to take a miracle. Here comes Rob Van Dam. He had one of the better transitions. It was him, Benoit, Kane. They took a lot of their themes and made rock versions of them. This one I might have liked the best. Dudley Boys, they did the same thing with them. They kind of had like generic sounding themes that they upgraded to rock themes. Oh my God, Dominic Mysterio recreated a picture of him and Trish from years to like 20 years ago. That's funny. And these guys would work again, right? Wouldn't they work the next month? Like, I feel like this match could really be fun. Who was it that it was Gangrel, like on Irish whip reversals. He would do a little jump, but just a little extra thing that looked so good when he did it. Brock kind of does that too, whenever he reverses somebody. But Gangrel had that little. He would do that little jump, and nobody else did that except him. Good night, Colin.
What Heyman say earlier, Godzilla's fake. Brock Lesnar is not. Yeah, the winner of this match not only becomes the prestigious king of the ring, but he also earns the right to fight in the main event at SummerSlam against the undisputed champion.
Man, right now he's just manhandling Rob.
Overwhelming strength to take Van Dam from one corner to the other with a great deal of force and velocity. Who is that champion going to be, JR? Well, we're going to find that out tonight, aren't we? We're sort of going to find out who's going to walk out of the King of the Ring with the WWE Undisputed title tonight.
Jeez, what was that? It was almost like a fall away slam, but he held on to him, and then it just kind of converted into like a regular looking power slam, but all from a standing position. That's sick strength.
Exclude his lack of experience. This guy has no weaknesses. He's not got a glass jaw. He's got plenty of stamina. He's got ungodly strength. A great amateur ability. I can't disagree with you. This guy is superhuman. Lesnar is holding on to
Yeah, Rock had that weird energy too. I feel like when he went off to do that first movie and came back, I feel like he came back like he felt like he had to just go at a higher level of entertainment or something. Like he was just so much energy all the time. And he was still charismatic, but didn't have 50% of that energy when he was just like in the Nation as a bad guy. You know, he talked much slower, you know. The Rock is going to take his hand and he's going to lay the smack down on you. You know, but then fast forward to 2002, and The Rock, blah, 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 you know, it's just he's so different, you know, but that's just the evolution of, you know, what his character became, and then doing the movies and stuff amplified it. But he was different, you know, very, very different from the first couple years to here. And then ever since this point, you know, it feels like he's just been nursery rhymes and popcorn farts ever since.
post didn't settle thing. And look at Lesnar. Just blocked that kick, and now Van Dam going back to the thighs. Again, those shots to the thighs. Lesnar's barely standing. He's taking every shot Van Dam can dish out. And Van Dam cat-like up on the top.
Oh, nice. Damn, Lesnar ate that. Rolling Thunder. There it is. Jeez. Jesus. You looked at double RVDs later. Why not do it again, right? Wow, he hits it. Hits the 5-y. He knows that's not enough. Oh, I thought he was going to get up and hit another one. Oh. Nope. Ah. Heyman eats a baseball slide. Down he goes. Jesus. God, he's so strong. Lift him right up in the F5. My God. Is that going to be it? It's got to be it. That's got to be a protected move. You don't kick out of that. Wow. Just like that. Very fast match. How many minutes was that? I got to look up the time on that. Very fast match. $5.43. Wow. We had 14,000 in the house for this one. Oh, wow, they're doing Great American Bash at center stage. 700 fans only. Triple H and Shawn. And Nash. He's wearing a number 4. And he has blonde hair for some reason. Oh, click. Oh, yeah, the NWO. I forgot. They're all in it. I love that Big Show's randomly in here. Get the fuck out of here. You're no Click member. It's too bad Scott Hall couldn't keep his shit together. That's almost the perfect picture, you know? Oklahoma City up 20. Game over. Yeah, just Smitty. Triple H is babyface here, but not for long. He's about to turn on Shawn Michaels on Raw. And then they're going to do the whole who attacked him. And then he's kind of briefly back to a babyface again. And then he admits that he did it. Of course it was me, Shawn, or whatever. It was me, Sean. I forgot what he said. Or you're damn right it was me. That's what he said. I'm getting him confused with Vince. It was me, Austin. That belt looks so weird around Undertaker's waist. It's just not. I know a lot of people love that Undisputed belt. I hate it. And it's just ugly looking. Doesn't look good on Undertaker. He's got a weird body for it. Look at what he did to Orton here. Triple H saving the Viper. I like it. Orton was in that early, huh? That early in 2002? That's crazy.
Who should face the Undertaker and the King? The winner of tonight's one-on-one encounter between
Oh, Triple H faced Hogan and he beat Hogan too, huh? Triple H got his win back. I kind of forgot that he beat Hogan. So Hogan jobbed again. Think of all those jobs he did. He lost to Rock, lost to Triple H, lost to Undertaker, lost to Angle, lost to Brock. 5 losses in about 5 months. That's incredible. That's an incredible amount of losses in 2002 for Hogan. So no wonder when he came back in 2005 or whatever, he was probably like, I'm never losing again. Like, that's crazy how many jobs he did. He somehow won the championship while having more losses than wins. How the fuck does that happen? Oh, he smashed the camera? Kicking your face right off your head. How do you do that? Chris Ludek, thanks for the $10, dude. Good to see you. The NWO shirts in the WWE were dumb because the WWE is on the back of it, so it defeated the purpose, I remember. However, one of my new episodes of my YouTube series talks about if Triple H joins the NWO in 2002. That would have been interesting if he did. Go check out Chris's channel. I've thought about that scenario too before, like what that would have looked like. Might have been fun. Look at Heyman. He is such a fucking prick.
Do you realize that right now both Triple H and The Undertaker have the opportunity of a lifetime because one of these men will win the SummerSlam to lose the undisputed title to the next big thing, Brock Lesnar?
I don't know if they're thinking about Brock Lesnar right now. They're smart.
Oh no, I gotta turn this down. You've done it now. Oh no, this is not the lyric version. Okay, this is just the instrumental. I can tolerate the instrumental. I still think it sucks, but it's way better than the "You've done it now." I can't with that song. I can't even believe what they were thinking. I can't fathom what they were thinking with that. No would sound cool. Like some dudes who have like an obsession with masculinity, they don't realize how uncool they come off, you know? And it's just like songs like that. You've done it now. I'm going to make you pay. It's so fucking stupid. Makes me laugh. Better than Rolly. I'm not a big Limp Bizkit fan. So, yeah, I suppose it's better than Rollin'. Definitely better than the Kid Rock song. Although I'm torn on the Kid Rock song because I hate Kid Rock. I think he's a fucking hillbilly piece of trash. But I love Sad But True by Metallica, which is sampled. But I still don't like American Badass. I just can't. I can't let myself like it. Triple H. Oh, I thought we were, okay, the lyric version would debut. Okay, I was thinking the lyric came first and then the instrumental came later. No, I got it wrong. Oh, so it's not even here yet. Oh, that sucks. Oh, yeah, that's true, because we've watched pay-per-views where we've had to listen to that, and I've barfed. And I think they were like 03 shows. Yeah, oh my God. That sucks. So that might have been dubbed here. Was he coming out to Biscuit still? He might have been. I didn't even think about that. That might have been dubbed. I don't know. But the lyrics, my God. WWE had some bangers, and they had some ones that I just absolutely hated. And The Big Show, he was another one. Same type of thing. Song just sounds stupid. Like, it sounds so stupid. Well, shut up. God. Mr. Ass, same thing. The One, all those themes with that guy singing, like, I hated those. Triple H and his water spitting. Ain't nobody at it. Nobody better at it than him. It was RVD, right? You can spit some water. So funny. I never really did understand that. I'm like, is that supposed to be intimidating? Like, at least Ricky Steamboat breathed fire. You're just spitting Aquafina at us. What's the difference? Or what's the big deal? That's a shame. It's going to be it. It's going to be a wrap for Indiana there. It's all right. You didn't win. You didn't lose clean. They attacked your best player. They ripped his Achilles. Outside interference. Plus, you're at a disadvantage for the home court. So you can hang your head high on the plane ride home that under a different circumstance, you would have had the home court. Maybe you'd be the one walking away with the trophy. And also if you had your best player. Or one of. Damn, what a bump he took. Right on his tailbone. Fuck. Imagine losing Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You're losing. You're getting your ass kicked. And in the final couple seconds of the game, you break your tailbone. Ugh. Broke her coccyx like Napoleon Dynamite's grandma. All right, Triple H and Undertaker. Let's hope this match isn't too boring. As I said, they've had some Mania classics, but I'm not sure what a King of the Ring 02 match is going to look like here. I loved Hogan's Jimi Hendrix theme. Nothing wrong with that one. That one was awesome. I'm talking mostly WWE themes that were just so weird sometimes, you know? Because I think back in the early days, or the early 90s in WCW, their stars had some lyric music, like the Steiners and Sting. And those were better. Johnny B. Bad. Those are all better to me than like Big Show and You've Done It Now. I like Johnny B. Bad and Steiner Line, A Man Called Sting. I mean, they were silly songs, but to me, those were the ones that grew on you. The ones later were like, what the fuck? Oh, bandana is off. Now we got Def Rebel, man. You picture Taker in WCW? Sure, because he was in WCW. I remember him there. I remember recognizing him instantly at Survivor Series. I'm like, oh, no shit. I'm like, they brought him in. I didn't think he was going to be anything big, though, because he was nothing in WCW. I didn't really think much of it. I had no idea it was going to turn out to be the greatest gimmick of all time. Mean Mark. Yeah, he was mean. You walk up to him, he'd be mean to you. They should have turned him face just to see if they would have turned him into nice Mark. A lot of machismo. Undertaker looks so weird with that hair. Yeah, oh, yeah, Rude had one. Although, I will say this, though. I did prefer Rude's WWE theme. Was awesome. The second one, the one that's always dubbed, it's the saxophone kind of one or the jazzy sounding one. It's good. I kind of always think of Rude's theme as that. So that might be one WCW theme that I didn't love. Was that one? I feel like Ray Traylor might have had something when he first came in as the boss. I think they made something for him. It was kind of similar to that WWE theme. I didn't mind. The Boss Man one. It wasn't too stupid. It was just a little stupid. I'm like, why is Heyman out there? I guess because at the time, he's thinking Brock is going to face the winner of this match, but Brock is really going to be facing The Rock. I remember my roommate, Ben, I just mentioned him earlier. We got the satellite dish. I remember, because he didn't watch wrestling, but if I had it on, we had like a big screen TV like in the living room. And if it was on, like he would watch sometimes. And I remember leading up to SummerSlam, they were doing those video packages of Rock and Brock where they were doing all those crazy workouts. And I remember him being like really impressed with that. He was like, God damn, these guys are monsters. I'm like, I know. Like, all Brock's crazy workouts in the barn. And then, Rock, who's in magnificent shape as well. The whole thing just blew his mind. And I told him, I was like, this is going to be a good match. Like, I'm looking forward to this one. Like, Rock's very good. And Brock, this new guy, Brock's a beast. It's going to be good. Yeah, we haven't had The Rock even out here yet, which is weird, so I don't know how all this goes down. But it felt like for a brief time here, Rock and Triple H, would find themselves on the same page again as babyfaces together. It wouldn't last, but I think that's the Raw I was at. There was some sort of a match right around this time, like probably this same month. We've talked about it before. You guys dug up the date for me. It was a Raw in Raleigh. I was there. And I want to say it was like Triple H and The Rock teaming up against, I remember Brock being out there. I remember Shawn showing up in a red shirt and diving over the top rope. And I think the tag match was like Triple H and Rock teaming up against, maybe it was the NWO or something. I don't remember. But yeah. So they were briefly kind of on the same side, sort of. But it was very brief. Kind of like the Corporation was very brief. They were together just a quick little short amount of time there. When Triple H turned heel after WrestleMania, or at WrestleMania 15. And then Rock was still a heel going into Backlash, but then would turn right after. So it had like a month. Triple H kicks out. I wasn't a fan of either of Luger's WWE or WCW theme. I didn't love either. I liked the Allied Powers theme. But Luger's WCW theme was a public domain song because WWE would use it for their hotline promotion. This is the same song. So it wasn't even that unique. They just picked one for him, you know? Luger should have had a better song in WCW. He would get that one, you know, when he was doing the posing. I guess he would get one later, but he was basically like Chris Masters, you know, at the end there in WCW. Damn. Ah, Taker. Man, Taker bumped hard on that suplex there. Slid, too. Okay, that's what it was then. It was Triple H and The Rock one-on-one. August 19th. That sounds about right. So maybe Shawn was diving on Triple H, not Brock. But Brock was out there. So Shawn, okay, so it was Rock versus Triple H, and then Shawn and Brock ran in because those are their SummerSlam opponents. That makes sense. Pretty sure I was at the SmackDown taping after that. I've told the story about Tony Chimmel getting mad at Taz for shooting him with the T-shirt gun or whatever. That was the next night in Fayetteville. And that was taped for whatever night SmackDown aired, Friday, I guess. Or Thursday. Yeah. Hearing Heyman on commentary with both Lawler and Ross is crazy. As the invasion, Lawler was gone, you know. What a backdrop on Taker, man. He's taking some bumps in this match. Like, he's taking hard bumps. Heyman is sitting on the announce table. Okay, yeah. I had pretty good seats for it. Maybe like 10 rows up on the first level. Not on the floor, but the level of up from the floor, which is where I preferred to be. I didn't like the floor. So I'd probably say I was 10 floors up, maybe like 40-yard line type of seats. Yeah, turnbuckle is exposed. Turnbuckle's naked. It'd be funny if, like, when they exposed the turnbuckles, they blurred the turnbuckles because they're naked. You don't want to see the exposed turnbuckle titties. This would be a funny joke. WWE ever made a Naked Gun type of movie? All right, it is only a 12-point game, but there's only 3 minutes left, so I still think it's over. Neck breaker. Livewire was still around at this time. Are you sure? Livewire? No. I remember Livewire from like 96. There's no way it was still on in 2002. Yeah, Triple H and Undertaker feels like they had a lot of overseas matches, didn't they? Oh, I would have loved to see a championship match at this time period end with a high knee. I would have marked out. Oh no. Oh, Rock and Triple H had a tag match on the 920. Yeah, that makes sense because Triple H was briefly a face. Right after SummerSlam, he did the thing with Kurt Angle. He had the match with him, I think, in Unforgiven and beat him and was kind of a face until it was revealed that he was behind the whole hit and run thing. So, yeah, I could see them teaming up there, too. So they had like 3 different pockets of like a month where they were temporarily had their interests aligned type of thing. It's kind of interesting about those two. Oh, look out, Earl. Ref bump. Yep. Saw that coming. Earl, look at Earl. And then he takes another one. Now you're down. Oh, double clothesline. Now's a good time for The Rock to come out. There's The Rock. Make a smell. I liked this theme at the time, but it sounds a little weird now, all these years later. I like the energy that it had. It was a lot more spiced up. Look at this girl marking out. Look at him right there in the front. That's hilarious. And the girl in the white is losing it. We got a security guy right over there getting in the way. The people's salad. Look out. Well, Rock didn't run in there to save Triple H. He's just letting him do it. Damn. Jeez. Yeah, the Rock's final boss theme's badass. The Hollywood theme's good too. Oh, Rock got taken out by Taker. Look at these fans are so mad in the front row. They are screaming at him. Those women. You suck. They don't know what to say. I feel like Rock's gonna come in from behind, right? Yep, there he is. Taken out. Oh, he's a hit Triple H. Boom, yep. Oh, saw that coming. How can you hit him between the eyes with a steel chair? The steel chair is this fucking big, and you hit his whole face. Yeah, you're going to hit him between the eyes. You're also going to hit him in the side of the eyes and above the eyes, below the eyes. Now Earl will miraculously come to. Triple H is busted open at the hands of The Rock. All right, this game is going to be over. 14-point lead with a minute left. They're just trying to shoot threes, do whatever they can. Triple H is just going to get executed here with the last ride? Or is Rock going to come back in the ring? Got him. Come on, Earl. Wake up, Earl. There's a referee. Nick Patrick. Triple H kicks out because he's the game. They are celebrating in Oklahoma City. 30 seconds left. Oh, look at the sell by Nick Patrick. Did you see he threw his arms up? Oh, Rock's back. Rock bottom, boom. So he tries to help Triple H here. I don't know how does this not work out? Thunderous rock bottom. Unless they're both out and Undertaker just rolls over and puts a foot or an arm on Triple H, and that's how he gets the pin here. Triple H is stirring and bleeding. Come on, you're almost there, Triple H. You got it. So drawn out. What do we say, 2 hours, 40 minutes? So yeah, we got like 6 minutes left. All right, Triple H should be champion right now. Oh, and he kicked out. How do they give Brock and RVD 5 minutes, but this match like 25 minutes? That makes no sense. All right, Oklahoma City is going to dribble it out, and that is going to be it. Thunder, 2025 NBA champs. Haliburton going down, ripping his Achilles right off the bone. You could visibly see it through his fucking sock. It was sick. It's a shame. All right, right on. Congrats, Thunder. No more NBA for a few months. Okay. So is Rock gone for good? Because, I mean, they're both a mess. They're both struggling to stand. Pedigree. Oh, what a sell on that, too. Undertaker, every bump he's taken in this match has been pretty impressive. Damn, Earl. No referee still. Damn, Earl. Is this revenge for all those years that Triple H always messed with him? Hey, buddy. Oh, low blow. Okay, I was like, how does this happen? I'm like, something's got to happen here. Low blow. Hey, buddy. He's going to win with a roll-up? No. Come on. And the tights. Jesus Christ. God almighty. I thought for sure the NWO would try to help out. Buried the low blow. I love it. He did bury it. WWE fan. Oh, you very late, all right. That's okay. You got 2 minutes left to enjoy this one. Slow ass count, too. Yeah, it was. For a roll-up? I mean, Earl was selling, obviously, but Jesus. Hey, buddy. Triple H is, or Rock is mad. You could have gone down there and helped out, Dwayne. He's calling out the Rock. Rock's running. I feel like Triple H is going to be pissed at Rocky because he hit him with a chair. Triple H, is he going to attack Rocky here and hit him with like a pedigree? And that's what's going to set up the triple threat? Yeah, I feel like Triple H is going to attack him. Yeah, yeah. Triple H ain't going to let that slide. Yeah, you hit me in the face, asshole. I would have been champion if it weren't for you. If it weren't for Austin taking his ball home and going home. Oh, now we're going to get a choke slam from Undertaker. He's going to be the one to stand tall, the champ. And there is your, I guess, Vengeance main event, right? Triple threat. With Rocky winning. It might be the next Raw. I know that it's sometime in the summer of 2002 when Nash blows the quad, so it might be tomorrow night on Raw. Oh, it's Kurt Angle, Undertaker, and Rock. Sorry, I thought it was Triple H. You're right. Weird. I don't know why I had that Triple H in my head. Well, because I felt like based on what we saw here, we saw this show go off the air. That's what it would be. So it was Kurt Angle. Okay, maybe based off the merit of his Hogan tap out there. Okay, so it was Angle, not Triple H. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because Triple H is then moving into his Shawn stuff. So yeah, I had that wrong. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me for a doubleheader. I know we had NBA on, a lot going on, and a lot of you were here for the podcast today. And thanks again for being here tonight. If you don't mind hitting that thumbs up button on your way out the door, you just got to go another 24 hours. We'll be back doing this again. I think tomorrow night we'll do a Raw watch along because if we did a Raw review, it would be short because we just run through the results of the show and be done. And we talked about a lot of wrestling news today on the podcast, so there's probably not going to be too much to cover tomorrow. So we'll just come up, do a watch along, hang out, just so I can be here, have some content on the channel since it was kind of we had a 5-day dead spot there on the channel. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night to watch Raw because it does look like a good one. Intercontinental title match. Becky and Bailey, and we have Cody and Jay, and Jade and Roxanne in the tournaments. So should be fun tomorrow night. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. Foxstar, enjoy WrestleMania 11. Good luck. We did a watch along on that this year, I think. So if you want to sync it up while you watch it, feel free. And I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow night. Appreciate it, guys. Peace.